My name is John Sajo. I live in the mountains up outside of Riddle. I actually was one of the advisors to Measure 91, particularly on the tax question. And so let me speak briefly to that.
I didn't catch your last name.
Sajo, S-A-J-O. Section 58 of Measure 91 explicitly forbids the county from doing exactly what it's doing now. The litigation that will follow is a long shot at best, and I think you'll lose. What Measure 91 does is it parallels the liquor laws for marijuana and allows local governments to opt out, but it lays out explicitly the process, which involves collecting signatures and having a vote on a general election ballot. So everything about this ordinance, as far as the technicalities, clearly flies in the face and contradicts the state law, which will supersede. So on that front, I think this won't tax marijuana for the county. I'd also agree with the other speakers that have said, there's a lot of, I appreciate the county wanting to get some revenue, certainly enough revenue to be able to cover the new enforcement costs that the county may incur. But the way the revenue will be allocated in the future under 91, unless the legislature changes it, is based on the number of licenses. If this ordinance passes, you'll have virtually none, because this is not regulation, this is prohibition, and so the revenue will drop precipitously. And just to step back and look at the bigger picture, those of us living in these rural timber counties, the governments are all suffering from the loss of the timber payments. We have an opportunity now to embrace this new industry, and, this measure instead will destroy it. And it won't make marijuana go away. It'll just mean that the people that make money are out-of-state investors buying Portland warehouses instead of the family farmers in the Applegate Valley and the Rogue Valley. So I urge you to drop this ordinance, sit down with your constituents and come up with the reasonable regulation that we need. There are issues that need to be regulated. None of them are in this ordinance. There needs to be some kind of mechanism when there's disputes between a marijuana farmer and his neighbor who doesn't like it, some way to resolve that and things like that. Water issues, time, place, and manner of where the things are located. But none of the regulation we need to solve the real world problems are in here. In here are just regulations that will not only kill the marijuana industry and kill Josephine County, because no one here will make any money from it, but it'll, this ordinance reaches into medical marijuana, and, the police in Josephine County are going to be doing nothing but counting marijuana plants, because it looks to me like it requires the law enforcement to count every marijuana plant in the state. So I think you need to drop this ordinance, start over. We all want to regulate marijuana, but this ordinance doesn't do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.